Alright, thought I'd do this real quick while I was on break. Alright, so the Tariq Nasheed versus Jared Taylor. So Tarsheed, Tarnosh versus J-Tay. The beautiful part about this is now all of you know there's millions of fucking Tariq Nasheeds out there. Very few of you understand, like, this is practically a religion. If you guys want to know more about where this guy got his ideas from, you need to look up a guy named Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali is where a lot, like Nation of Islam, 5% Nation, all that stuff came from this guy. And it, now, for even more than that, you'll want to look up a book called The Crescent. I think it's The Crescent and the Lodge. It's about the history of Islam and Freemasonry, and that. So the Nation of Islam is basically the shrine degree. The shrine degree just co-opted. They just took the shrine degree. So Wallace, guy named E. something Wallace, brings it over from the Bektashi Sufis. And I'm dead fucking serious. Bektashi Sufis in the 1800s. The Bektashi Sufis are a mishmash group that are now called the Albanians. They used to run Turkey until the takeover of Ataturk, or maybe just before then. I think maybe the 1600s or something like that, 1680s. But they got banned to Albania, and there's more. A bunch of you have hit me up in the comments about some of the more detailed stuff about this. Well, so the Bektashi Sufi degree was brought, and then so when Freemasons started extending a lot of this into the black community, especially during the jazz era. So people like Robeson and like real big greats of jazz were part of the Prince Hall fraternity of Freemasonry, and it appears that the shrine degree got brought into the Prince Hall bunch, and then people like not Louis Farrakhan, but I think it was Farrakhan rather than W.D. Fard, who started the Nation of Islam. That it was actually Farrakhan who was a Freemason and brought the shrine degree in. And so they've never been Muslims. They're just a bunch of Freemasons posing as a pseudo-Islamic organization. And so, okay, so then also Thomas Sowell got into this, into black rednecks, white liberals. The historical black colleges, like look up historical black colleges graduating less than 20%. Or 20% graduation rate at historical black colleges. These colleges have had very, very bad scholarship going on for at least about 50 to 60 years. And it's been getting worse. Thomas Sowell really got into how this was commented on after the very first generation most of these places were created. Yeah, so people need to understand Nasheed really, like, that's not abnormal thinking. What he told all of you, like, that's really normal. I've heard that stuff over dinners, you know, during the holidays. I've sat there in aghast silence eating as a group of women, black women, just went off. And I mean, it's really interesting once you start getting into what they think Jews are, how do they think the Chinese succeed. Yeah, it's absolutely fascinating, and to really, don't worry, the Black Hebrew Israelites are another bunch. That bunch was founded off of the white Israelites, like the British Israelites, and they literally just rewrote the paperwork. I forget who it was who discovered that one, but that was one I actually found on YouTube, that somebody had done the investigatory work on them, and were like, yeah, all this paperwork was just changed over, and it's just the same shit as that movement. And that movement came out of also the occult movement, Judeo-Christian movement via Freemasonry and stuff. I think British Fascist Party, kind of end of Freemasonry, those, you know, the orange Ulstermen kind of end of it. But yeah, just so you know, that's not abnormal. You need to know, like, Tariq Nasheed is taught, he finally told you. But, like, I mean, people who Obama knows, I'm sure, people in Obama's church, like his pastor probably thinks most of the stuff Tariq Nasheed thinks. So people need to get hep. That's normal thinking for a lot of people. Like, I've sat there and heard people say this crap. I've been sitting on buses where fools try to school me and break this stuff down to me. Oh, brother, you need to know about this, y'all. You know, and I'm just like, you are kidding. That is the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. And but Tariq Nasheed told everybody in America exactly what, like, a lot of black Americans think. And you all need to know how frightening that kind of shit is. All right? Well, now you know. All right, peace.